Okay, while I'm thinking of it, being out in the woods, poison oak, poison ivy. Poison oak kind of looks like your hand. There's no saying leaves three, let it be. It kind of looks like your hand with your thumb on it. And there'll be three leaves on the end of each little stem. Poison ivy is the same way, three leaves on each individual stem. Um, sure there's some around here somewhere, but anyway, just watch out for the stuff. Yeah, that is poison ivy. It's pretty nasty. I hate that stuff. Anyway. Okay. You got to be careful not to pinch your saw. When you're cutting, like this branch is on the ground, it's going to bind one way or the other. You're never really sure which sometimes. You want to cut, if you see the gap you've cut start to close up, that means it's going to pinch your saw. So when it starts to close up, pull your saw out and then cut it up from the bottom, or vice versa, whatever works. Anyway. And firewood is generally in 18-inch lengths. If if you, it's quicker to not carry a ruler. If you'll just measure your saw from the tip back here to one of the bolts, whatever the case is, and remember where 18 inches comes to on your saw, you can hold it like so. So okay, right there it is. Put your eye on it, cut it, and you've got 18-inch length. Older, bigger stoves and fireplaces can go as much as 24. It's kind of unusual. If you've got a fireplace insert, you're looking at 14 inches. So just know what size, what length you need your wood cut to before you start, because it's going to suck if you cut it the wrong length either way. So here we go. Okay, that cleared us out so we can work a little bit. If you notice the way the bark is on this tree, it kind of looks like it's constantly flaking, like it's shedding its skin. This is what's known as a scaly hickory. Scaly hickory is an excellent firewood as long as you're burning or cutting up branches to burn that are small enough that you don't have to split them. Scaly hickory is nearly impossible to split. You will work yourself to death for virtually little gain. So when it comes to a scaly hickory, I cut up the limbs that are small enough I can burn them as is, and the rest of it can just lay there because it ain't worth it. Okay, if you notice, when I'm traveling from my right to my left with the saw, because I'm left-handed, I will hold the area of my saw that is 18 inches at the end of the piece or at the last cut, and then I'll touch it. That marks the log with the end of the saw. Then I know where to come around and cut it at. When I'm going the other direction, I hold my tip of my saw at the cut, and then I just eyeball it, keep my eyes on it, and cut it. Now, that's in some pretty thick stuff. So what I'm going to do, shut the camera down for a minute. I'm going to take my truck and pull that out where it's going to be easier to get to, easier to work on. The rest of this is going to lay here because it's too big to burn without splitting. Be right back.